I'm about to introduce you to three people. One of them made 800,000 naira a month and was completely broke. Another made 180,000 naira a month and built total freedom. And the third, a broke university student who became a millionaire by 24. Same economy, same Nigeria, same opportunities, but completely different results. In the last two videos, we redefined what money is, and I gave you the 4M's framework. But today, I'm going to show you what happens when real people apply these principles. And then I'm giving you the exact 12-step action plan to start your own transformation this week. I am Philip. This is the Steward Cycle. And by the end of this video, you will see yourself in one of these stories and you will know exactly what to do next. So let's go. Here's how this is going to work. I'm going to tell you three stories and you may be able to relate to at least one of them. The first one is about David, the eye earner who was secretly broke. Second person is Grace, the side hustler who built freedom. And Tunde, the student who played the long game. And here's what I want you to do while you watch. Ask yourself, which one am I right now? But here's the truth. We've all been in one of at least the three different situations at different points in our lives. The key is recognizing where you are and choosing your next move. So let's start with David. I want you to meet David, a 28-year-old software engineer at one of the top tech companies in Lagos. He's making 800,000 naira a month. On paper, he was winning. New iPhone, every new release, designer clothes, the apartment in Lekki, the car with the leather seats. His Instagram looked amazing, but here's what nobody saw. Every single month, no matter how much David made, by the 20th of the month, he was broke. Rent, car payment, subscriptions he forgot he had, that friend's birthday, emergency this, urgent 2K that. And David started to panic. He'd think, maybe I need a raise. Maybe I need to switch jobs. But here's what David didn't realize. He didn't have a making problem. He had a managing problem. Every time he got a raise, his lifestyle inflated to match. New salary, new car, promotion, new apartment, bonus, new wristwatch. He was making more, but keeping nothing. And then one day, David's company downsized. He lost his job. And suddenly, all those monthly commitments, the car payment, the rent, the subscriptions became a crushing weight. No savings, no emergency fund, no plan B. That's when David learned the hard way. Cash flow isn't wealth. What you keep is wealth. David's story isn't unique. It's the story of millions of people who look rich but are one paycheck away from disaster. But here's the good news. Today, David makes less than he used to, but is wealthier. Why? Because now he manages what he makes. He tracks, he saves, he builds. So here's the lesson. If you're making good money but always broke, this is your wake-up call. Fix your managing before you focus on making more. Now, let me tell you about Grace, the side hustler who built freedom. Grace is a 25-year-old entry-level marketing job employee. She makes 180,000 naira a month, barely covering her bills. But Grace had something David did not have: clarity. Grace didn't just want money, she wanted options. She wanted to travel, start a business, support her family, and she knew her 9 to 5 alone wouldn't get her there. So Grace started learning. Free YouTube tutorials at night, in Lagos traffic, online courses during lunch breaks. She taught herself graphics design, then social media management. At first, Grace was charging 5,000 naira for a logo. People told her, Grace, you're underpricing. You are devaluing yourself. But Grace wasn't selling logos. She was building a portfolio and reputation. In her first 6 months, our first client of 5,000 naira per project was literally building our portfolio. In our 6 to 12 months, Grace was already charging 50,000 naira per project. She was getting referrals. By the second year, she was charging almost 150,000 naira per project. She quit her job. Today, Grace runs a small creative agency. She makes more in 1 month than she used to make in 6. But more importantly, she owns her time. See, Grace understands something most people miss. You don't need permission to start. You need value and consistency. She didn't wait for the perfect moment. She didn't wait for capital. She didn't wait to be ready. In fact, she didn't wait to get it all figured out. Here's the lesson from Grace. If you're in a job you don't love, if you feel stuck, build something on the side, even if it's small. Ownership changes everything. Even if you are doing it to get more freedom that you can get working a 9 to 5, ownership gives you that option. Now, let me tell you about Tunde. And this one might hurt a little. Tunde is the student who played the long term game. Tunde is 22 years old, final year university student, no job, no trust fund, no rich parents, but he had something, a clear vision. While his friends were chasing quick money, sports betting, crypto gambling, Ponzi schemes, Tunde was playing a different game. He read, he learned, he saved every kobo from his allowance. While others were at clubs every weekend, Tunde was building skills. And I'm not against people having fun every once in a while, but that should not be the goal, especially at that phase of life for someone like Tunde. But here's what made Tunde different. He understood compounding, not just money compounding, but skill compounding. Every skill he learned built on the last. Video editing led to content creation led to understanding marketing, marketing led to understanding business. By the time Tunde graduated, his classmates had a degree, hope, 0 naira in savings. But what did Tunde have? He had a degree, he had a portfolio, 3 income streams, almost 500,000 naira in savings. And if Tunde did not get a job in the next few months, Tunde is still set up. Fast forward 2 years down the line after NYSC, Tunde at just 24 owns a media production company. He's working with major brands, he's investing, he's building wealth. But here's what people don't see: those 2 years of sacrifice, those nights he said no to hanging out, those moments he felt left behind, those times people called him boring or too serious. But here's a lesson we can learn from Tunde. Your 20s are not for consumption, they are for construction. You are not behind, you are not missing out. You are building a foundation that will carry you for decades. So we've met 3 people who took 3 paths and we saw 3 different lessons. So David taught us making money without managing leads to poverty. From Grace, we saw that you don't need permission to build wealth. You just need to start where you are. And from Tunde's story, Delayed gratification and long-term thinking win every time. So let me ask you, which story resonates with you? Are you David? Are you Grace? Or are you Tunde? But here's the truth. We've all been all three at different times. The key is recognizing where you are and choosing your next move. And here's exactly what we are going to do right now. I'm going to give you 12 specific actions, three for each M that you can start this week. Not someday, not when you are ready, but this week. All right, family, I want you to grab your phone or open your notes app or your paper, whatever. We're about, we're about to get practical now. I'm going to give you 12 actions, and you don't have to do all the 12. Just pick three that feel right for where you are in life. So let's go. So the first action is identify your money story. I want you to spend, even if it's about 15 minutes today, answering these three questions. What did your parents teach you about money? What's your first money memory? And what beliefs about money are holding you back? Write it down. And I don't want you to just think about it. Write it down. The second action is consume different content. Consume different content. For the next 30 days, replace 1 hour of entertainment with financial education. Read a book. And here are two recommendations I will give to you. The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel and The Millionaire Fastlane by MJ DeMarco. The third action item for you is write your money mission statement. You need to write your money mission statement. And you need to answer this question. What do I want money to do for me? What do I want money to do for me? Not what you want to buy. What do you want money to enable? Okay? Is it freedom? Is it impact? Security? Travel? Family support? Write it down. Put it somewhere feasible for you. And now we go to the next M of money, which is making money. Under that, I also have some questions and actions for you to reflect upon. So the second M, the fourth action, which is the first one under the second M, is audit your skills. Audit your skills. List every skill you have: technical, soft skills, hobbies, everything. Then ask, which of these can solve someone's problem? I want you to even take it further. What life difficulty have you been through and overcome? Also think about how you've been able to solve that problem and see from that experience how this can help someone solve their own problem. The next action, which is number 5, is for you to start a side value project. A value project. Pick one skill out of all of these skills you've written down, and offer it to one person, even if it's for free, just to build proof. Document the process, build a portfolio, then you can scale if it works well. If it does not work well, pick the next skill. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need your first client. The sixth action under these action plans is increase your market value. Invest in one skill this quarter. Maybe it's a course, maybe it's learning from someone, watching some videos, learning how to do some things, or putting yourself out there. One skill that makes you more valuable. And we go to the third hem, which is about managing money. And that leads us to the 7th action item. I want you to track your spending. Over the next 2 weeks, just track. Don't judge. Don't change anything yet. Just become aware of where your money is going to. What message is your money currently doing? Is it just doing its own thing, or there's intentionality behind it? So track for the next 2 weeks. The eighth action item is create your first budget. And use the rule we talked about in the first video, which is 70% living, 20% savings or investment, and 10% giving. And like I mentioned in that video, it's not cast in stone. Be flexible based on your current situation. You can start 80% if that's what it takes for your living. And you can start 5% savings or investing. Just start something. And then if it's 5% giving, we should also think about giving value back. Your first budget may be wrong, and that's okay. You'll adjust as you go. And then number 9 is automate your savings. Set up an automatic transfer the day after you get paid, or even the day you get paid. If your bank gives you that flexibility, or you can predict when your pay is coming. And it doesn't have to be something huge, even if it's just 5,000 naira. You will never have money left over to save. You have to save first and spend what's left. And this brings us to the last M, which is multiplying money. And the actions tied to that, I also have 3 under that as well, which is number 10, open an investment account. This is how you can multiply your money. I want you to go out there, research platforms. Maybe it's your local stock brokerage, there's a lot of platform out there that you can research on. And I won't give you a recommendation. I want you to go out there to research, because like we mentioned about stewards are active. They are active and intentional. So my encouragement or my challenge for you is to go out there, research local stock brokerages, research index funds, research real estate investment trusts, research digital investment platforms, so that you're putting your money to multiply in the right places. You don't want your money to be in the wrong places where some platforms just escape with your money. So you need to do your own research. And you don't need millions to start. Some platforms let you start with as low as 1,000 naira. Some even let you open for 0 naira and then let you fund it afterwards. The 11th action here is build one asset. Start building one thing that can generate income without your active time. Some ideas might be you creating digital products, online courses, might even be you starting a YouTube channel on something you know or love. You can start some small service business. It doesn't have to be huge. It just has to be yours. And the last action step here is calculate your financial freedom number. You heard it right. There's likely a freedom number, but you need to think about it and you need to calculate it. And I'll give you an idea how to get that freedom number. So, your monthly expense times the number of months in a year, which is 12, times 25. So let's say that's the number of years you likely might have to work. And that will give you your freedom number. Example, let's say you make 200,000 naira per month. So 200,000 naira times 12, that's 2.4 million naira in a year. So 2.4 million times 25, that will be 60 million in 25 years. So that's your freedom number if you're hoping or targeting to work for 25 years. It might seem that number is huge, but knowing your targets gives you power. And here's the bigger picture. Before we close, I want you to zoom out for a second. We've talked a lot about money today, how to think about it, how to make it, how to manage it, and how to multiply it. But here's what I don't want you to miss: money is a tool, it's not the destination. The point is what you do with it. Money gives you options, peace, the ability to help others, and pursue purpose. But money without purpose, that's just ording. That's just numbers. So as you master these four M's, ask yourself constantly, what am I building this for? Is it for freedom? Is it for impact? Is it for family? Is it for security? The ability to create without constraint. Whatever it is, let that be your North Star. You can master money and still be empty. You can be wealthy and still be poor in spirit. So build wealth, but use it well. Use it wisely. Use it for something bigger than yourself. All right, family, we've reached the end of this series. In the first video, we redefined what money really is. In the second video, we broke down the 4M's framework. And in this third video, we saw real stories and we got you your action plan. So now it's your turn. Don't let this just be another video you watch and forget. Let this be the moment something clicked, the moment you decided to take control. Pick 3 actions from that list that I gave you and start this week. And remember, you are not behind. You are right on time. This is the Steward Circle, a community of people building wealth, wisdom, and purpose. If this resonated, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. I want you to drop a comment. Which M do you need to work on most? Is it mindset? Is it making, managing, or multiplying money? I read every comment and I want to hear from you. And if you found value here, share this with someone who needs it. Financial literacy changes lives, but only when it's shared. Remember, don't work for money. Make money work for your purpose. I am Philip. This is the Steward Circle, and I'll see you in the next video.